On Independence Day in 1919, Dempsey got his first big opportunity to fight a world heavyweight, Jess Willard. Weirdly, Dempsey achieved widespread popularity when he lost his championship title. He lost to Gene Tunney when he came home to his wife saying, "Honey, I forgot to duck." A year later, in 1927, Dempsey challenged Tunney to a rematch that was one of the most controversial fights in history. He knocked Tunney down in the 7th round, but he forgot a new rule requiring him to return to a neutral corner. After Dempsey's second loss, he retired from boxing. He remained a prominent cultural figure. He later opened a restaurant in New York City named Jack Dempsey's Restaurant. He was famous for his hospitality and willingness to chat with any customer who walked through the doors. Dempsey was a heavyweight champion. He defended his title 5 times but lost to Gene Tunney. Dempsey became famous for opening a restaurant in New York City and talked with everyone who came in. Dempsey was ranked second after Babe Ruth among great American sports icons of the 1920s. Later, Dempsey also pursued acting and appeared in many films, like The Prize Fighter and The Lady in 1933. After Dempsey broke his record and lost to Tunney, he opened a restaurant, so Dempsey lived in the 20s and after. Dempsey was a very social person too. My themes were growth of celebrity, and the public life is the private life. In Dempsey's public life, he was very social and connected to his fans. After boxing, he had a restaurant, as we talked about earlier. He talked to anyone who asked. Dempsey was the same, and at home, he always would start conversation with his wife. Dempsey's comparison is Mike Tyson. They both have left a big legacy. Jack Dempsey always had spirit. He won 5 games straight. He was a champion, but the next fight he lost to Gene Tunney. He played Tunney 2 more times and still didn't win. After those defeats, he retired, but after, he didn't care about losing. He opened a restaurant, and any customer that asked to talk, he had a full conversation. So even though he didn't finish winning, he at least won once. I would love to be friends with Dempsey because he seems like the sweetest and most considerate person, and he is also very social like me. Dempsey also didn't let fame change him.